Hi everyone, this is Michelle with She Lit the Way. I have another pick a card reading for you. This is a general pick a card reading. It will not and cannot resonate with everyone, but we will go ahead and get started. This one is going to be, what does his mom, your boyfriend's mom, or your husband's mom, what does she think about you? I thought this would be a really interesting one to dive deep into. So I have 4 piles for you to choose from. We have the rose quartz, Jasper, tiger's eye, and hematite. So you can pause the video if you want a moment to reflect on the piles. So again, the question is, what does his mom think about you? You could also put this in, what does his family think of you? And go even broader. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started with the rose quartz. Move these out of the way. Okay, so what does his mom or family think about you? So we have truth. We have playfulness, and we have gentleness. So I think I'm going to lay out all the cards and then read the energy off of those all together. We have veiled, new beginning, blessings, trapped in fear, memories of love, positive movement forward, the sun, 6 of swords, and 5 of cups. Okay, the overall feeling that I get off of this is, if you chose pile number 1, your boyfriend or husband is very, very serious about you, and his mother is picking up on this energy. And this is a mother that maybe this is her last son, maybe this is her one and only boy that has now found true love in you. And she realizes that she is now separating from her son. So I definitely sense some pain coming from the mother. But let's go ahead and dive into the cards. So the first one, truth. She sees you as being very open and honest and truthful, and that's something that she admires in you. You also have a silly playfulness about you that she really enjoys. It's almost like she just steps back and watches you, or you and her son together, and just really, there's like sadness in her eyes because she knows her son's making the right decision. He's picked the right person to be with, and I just really feel like she steps back and observes you guys, and just, there's so much love. Okay, and then we have gentleness. It's almost like, she's decided in her mind and in her heart that you are the one for her son. Now, whether you guys have even remotely talked about getting engaged or whatever, she already sees you as her daughter-in-law. This is absolutely gorgeous energy. And then we have veiled. There's still some things that she doesn't know about you, but she is open and willing to get to know about you. She's looking forward to this new beginning, although it's causing her some anxiety. And then we have blessings, which she really sees your guys' relationship as a blessing. She is thankful that you are going to be part of the family. And then we have trapped in fear. And this is where I think that connection with her son, where it almost feels as though it's going to be, you know, she has to give her son away to you. So there's that anxiety, there's that fear. She's going back in time thinking about her relationship with her husband and when she first met her husband and felt all those magical, wonderful feelings and how her dad had to let her go or her mom had to let her go. So she is putting herself in that position so that she can better understand and release. So then we have positive movement forward. So pile number 1, I would say definitely his parents absolutely really, really enjoy you and probably already love you. You have such kind, gentle energy, and it's hard not to love you. And then we have the sun. She sees everything like there's no negative aspects to you being with her son. And then with the 6 of Swords, this is smooth sailing. You have her blessing, you have the family's blessing, and she looks forward to going on this journey with you guys and expanding the family. And then again with the 5 of Cups, when she has to let her boy go to another woman, there's just that, you know, little bit of heartbreak, an adjustment period for her. Okay, so that is it for reading number 1. If you chose this pile, you are absolutely golden in his family's eyes. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, now we're going to go on to reading number 2. Let's see if we can get this kind of energy again. Okay, so we are going with the Jasper. So if you chose pile number 2, this is, what does his mom think of you or his family think of you? Adventure, beauty, nature, creation, movement, sanctuary, base chakra, recognition and reward, new beginnings, wheel of the year, the high priest, and strength. Okay, this is fantastic energy. I can tell you now. This is okay, so his mother, how he sees you, she sees you basically how she used to be. Almost kind of like twin energy. You know, she had all this energy and now her son has picked the best woman in the whole wide world because her energy is matching the mom's energy. So she sees you as a very, very educated, adventurous spirit. You're willing to go anywhere and do anything at any time. So definitely spontaneous. She thinks that you are absolutely beautiful for her son. There is a depth about you that she just really, really appreciates and enjoys. It's that free spirit. Your sense of adventure could include going to foreign lands, learning different cultures. Maybe you enjoy eating different ethnic foods. So I think she notices all these things about you, and I think it reminds her of herself. She sees you as an explorer. So then we have creation. You're willing to, like I said, that spontaneous energy, that whip up a good time, you know, super fast. You're ready and open to have a party. You're ready to go anywhere. Like, you don't have to be asked twice. And then we have movement. I feel as though with the nature and with this movement, you are definitely a person who likes to go whitewater rafting, canoeing, any kind of boat rides, any of the water sports, maybe even skiing, water skiing. Definitely, you know, a hiker, someone who loves to be in the woods, camping. With the sanctuary, I do see that there's almost like learning with all the adventures that you do, even though you've pretty much done everything, you're always constantly learning. There's knowledge involved, even if you've done something before. So almost like teaching in the aspect of, you know, almost like if you give tours or something along that lines, it's like knowledge and having fun at the same time. I guess you could be a school teacher, but I'm sensing with this kind of energy, it's someone who teaches someone how to canoe or teaches someone how to swim or something along that. It's like you have beauty and you have brains. Okay, and then this is very interesting. She sees you as a very sexual being for her son. So she knows that you guys have a highly sexual relationship, and that might have been the first attraction for her son, but you have so much depth to you, brains, beauty, everything. You are like the complete package. And the mother sees that. So she is totally thrilled by you. Recognition and reward. I think this goes along with also really feeling as though you have this adventuresome spirit. You're willing to do anything and everything. And it's like you have an endless supply of energy. And people recognize you for this. You may have even won like a teacher award or something. And I was just picking up like a park ranger or something. Also a camp counselor. Something where you're outdoors and you are actually teaching. You're giving instruction. And you've been rewarded and recognized for this. And if you haven't been given an award, if you're teaching children or anyone for that matter, you are rewarded by doing the very thing that you love. And then we have new beginnings. Once again, this is the energy of you are up for anything and everything. We have the wheel of the year. This is someone probably who lives where there's all seasons. And if there's a season that your state doesn't have, I see you're the type that would actually go on vacation in the winter just so you could go skiing. So maybe Colorado or something. The mother absolutely adores you, loves you. Your energy is so just vivacious and alive, and she thinks very, very highly of you. She's hoping that you guys will get married. She definitely wants you to be part of the family. It's like you are her twin. Like, I don't know if the mother can do all this stuff now or whatever, but She definitely sees herself in you. And then there's strength. And this allows for a beautiful, deep, fulfilling relationship with the family. A very comfortable relationship with the family where you can feel safe and secure knowing that the family does truly care for you. Okay, that is it for reading number 2, and we will move on to reading number 3. If you chose Tiger's Eye, this is your reading. What does his mom think of you or his family? What does his family think of you? We have shadow self, perception, innocence, vigilance, completion. Pile number 3, this has some odd energy. Submerged, obstacles and challenges, love begins, solitude, 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups, and 10 of Cups. Okay, so pile number 3, what does his mom think of you or his family? This one's challenging. This one's challenging because I feel as though maybe the mother doesn't trust either her son or you or both. She may feel as though you both are too young to even be truly considering a serious relationship. She has very particular ways about her. Like, she would be kind of judgy. She would be... Her idea of what is best for her son is nothing even remotely close as to what he would want for himself. So let's dive into these. So we have shadow self, perception, and innocence. So I feel with the innocence card that I don't know, it's almost like she's not taking the relationship serious. Like she thinks you guys are too young, or you shouldn't even be thinking along the lines of really being together for some reason. Perception and shadow self. With these 2 cards, I feel as though she's thinking that you are just not mature enough. There's also a feeling of her thinking that you are not showing your true self, like you're really held back. But I can say, with his mother's energy, it would be really hard to truly express yourself. I mean, because she is a very, very tough cookie. Like, the energy that I'm getting off of her is like, I mean, she's challenging. Yeah, she's like, she tries to control your guys' relationship. She watches it. She's analyzing every bit of it. It's very controlling. It's almost like she has little tests set up in her head. With this completion card, that's what I'm getting. Excuse me. I feel like she's like setting up little tests to see if you pass them or not. Very odd. And then we have submerged. It's almost like it's the feeling of him not being able to fully express himself with you out of fear for what she will say or do. I really feel like she has control of this situation. And then we have obstacles and challenges. This is where I really feel like she's constantly throwing you guys challenges. like she couldn't make it any more difficult for you guys to have a true, loving, safe feeling relationship. So I feel as though you guys are going to have this new beginning without the mother, or you're going to have to come to the conclusion that that's how she is. She's going to have to accept that we want to be together, and you know, you guys are just going to have to go do your own thing. And you may not have the approval of the mother. I think in the end you would have the approval. I feel like she wants to be in control. I feel as though if you really laid down the law, she would eventually come around. I'm not saying she doesn't like you, but it's the feeling of she thinks you guys are too young to be considering this, or she feels as though maybe you are too immature for her son. Maybe there's a huge age difference and that's causing some kind of problem. With this card, this is not a religious card, but I'm picking up that the mother or the family is very religious. So if you aren't following the religious rules, that might be part of the problem too. And then we have the Ten of Swords. So this is a completion of a cycle. So this just really feels like she really isn't going to give up. You're going to have this energy around you. So if you decide that this boyfriend, this man, you know, is someone that you're going to be with, you're going to also be with the mother until she dies. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So this is not her energy, this is your energy. So I really feel as though you're a very soft person. You're a very intuitive person. You're a very empathetic person. This kind of energy can really harm you unless you really build up some protection around you. I would definitely, for this type of personality, you're going to have boundaries set up of what is acceptable, how much you're willing to take, and lay down the law yourself. Although for this personality, I feel as though it would be quite difficult and totally against your personality to be so harsh, because you're the type of person that can get along with anyone and can love anyone and enjoy life, but you're going to receive a lot of friction. So then the last card we have the Ten of Cups. So in the end, say you marry this person or you just stay with him for years and years and years, I think there will be a good outcome. It's just going to be very challenging all along the way. Okay, so that is it for reading number 3. And let's go on to the last reading, which is reading number 4, the Hematite. If you chose pile number 4, this is, what does his mom think about you? Let's dive in. Surrender. That's a beautiful card. Love. Discernment. Stillness. Radiance. Synergy. fertility, harmony, hope, Four of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Chariot. Okay, so for pile number 4, what does his mom think about you or his family? Okay, so we have the Surrender card, and then Love and Discernment. Pull these out. There's something that she's not especially fond of as far as maybe one of your personality traits. Maybe if you're very, just an example, very boisterous or loud and kind of obnoxious. Just, I mean, a really, really happy person, but loud. That's what I keep getting. And if his family's like really quiet, it's almost like that's a silly thing to not like somebody about, but that is something that is there. So it's something like that. So there's like one little thing that is just, maybe she finds that she's not fond of about you, but it's not terrible. It's not the end of the world. She sees that you offer her son many, many opportunities. What are the opportunities? You're helping him transition from being a boy to a man. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. You are helping him grow. She feels the love and the passion and the sweetness and the innocence between you guys. She can see the beauty in the relationship. So I feel like with Surrender, this is you helping her son kind of grow up. Oh my God, my cards are going everywhere. Okay. So then we have Stillness. So with Stillness and Surrender, she feels as though she can't say anything. And I feel as though she feels like if she says anything to her son, who is madly in love with you, she will destroy her relationship with him. So she's going to surrender to the situation, allow everything to flow. She's going to keep her mouth quiet. She's going to enjoy watching you two grow together. You guys definitely have energy that really works and complements each other. There is definitely more good than bad as far as how she sees you. Now, for a very few of you, not everyone that picks pile number 4 is going to be pregnant. I feel as though in some situations there is a surprise pregnancy, which is throwing his mother through a loop. And this is where I feel like she's surrendering to the situation. She's keeping her mouth quiet. Either it's not the right time, or it's too fast, or something like that. But she sees your guys' energy together. There's some kind of concern, though, to where she feels like she has to keep her mouth quiet. But she is going to enjoy being a grandmother. Yeah, so with the Harmony card, she sees that you guys absolutely love and adore each other. And then we have the Hope card. So I think at some point she's made a decision where it's like, this is going to happen. This is what it's going to be. So we need to just, or she needs to just accept what is, whether this is a situation that's happened way too quickly, somebody, and then you end up pregnant. So, you know, you end up pregnant and she hasn't even had a chance to get to know you and understand the relationship between you and her son. It comes as kind of like a surprise to her. But she is going to do her part in helping and learning about you in this short amount of time. There is definitely family togetherness. This is a situation where, like I said, she's totally accepting. There's forward movement, and then we have the Chariot. So, I mean, everything is moving forward very, very quickly. Now, if you pick this pile and it is not about a pregnancy, the fertility could represent the quickness, the newness of a love relationship, something that has caught her off guard. Maybe her son would typically, you know, bring home girls rather quickly, but he's kind of kept you kind of hidden or to himself because he really, really likes you. So I feel as though that is an aspect too. So if you're not pregnant, if this isn't a surprise pregnancy, this totally has to do with a very, very quick relationship. But it's a beautiful relationship. It's filled with love. The mother will definitely, you know, set any differences aside and is more than willing to move forward and watch you guys grow together. So this is a very positive reading. All right, and that is it for reading number 4. And I would like to thank everyone for watching, and please check back for more new videos. And don't forget, I have other videos that you can go back and watch. I forget how many videos I have now, but you can go browse around and see if there's something that you hadn't watched before. And I appreciate everybody's likes and subscribing, sorry. And I will see you next time. Thanks. This is Michelle with She Lit the Way.